Good game. So, oh, look at Rag. Boy, got them boys stacked up. Woo-hoo. Them Raiders. Okay, 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 okay. What's up, man? What's up? What's up, man? I'm representing Cleveland in this hole. Bro, I see you got that boy Aaron Jones. I love him on this game. Oh, I tried to get him from you, but you wouldn't let me. You wouldn't even hear me out. I got the stream up already, man. You ain't gotta worry about that. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Mm-hmm. Hopefully you sipping on something, so I got a chance. Yeah. That's why I tried to make you wait it out. Yeah, it'd be like that. This game, it's just hard to stream links.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one
I ain't even figured out what kind of tricks you got yet.
Open back in 2020. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap.
Let's go. I gotta send this to my boy Jay right quick. I gotta see how I do on my first drive though first. Come on, you can. Don't let him hold you back. We know what time. We know what's coming. All right, come on, y'all. Wherever Miles is at, that's what we need to pay attention to. Wherever Miles.
Right to the air is Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's caught inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. 52 yards. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
They go play action now. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That play blown up on a really nice effort by Jerry Tillery. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd and 12, Powell. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Howell throwing on third down here. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They convert on third with a gain of 22. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just start out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Howell to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a good drive going their first time out, ended with the interception. The good news is they get kind of a mulligan because we're still at 0-0.
They certainly do, and you notice he spent a lot of time on the phone. You know, and I know he wasn't talking to mom and dad.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Don McCourty.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy of this offense. Keeps giving the ball away and can't make a few drives in their own.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Jerry Tillery. The Raiders at 11-4 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 24. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Got a man complete. It's Handler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Now they go play action with Howell. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the 49ers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Powell trying to pick it up on 3rd. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Powell throwing on 1st down here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack on 1st down, Powell. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This one swung out here to Jones. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
He had to fight for every yard on that one. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ballgame.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. But Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Etienne. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Gay's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Howell. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
1st down, Howell to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
An inside give to Jones. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards
yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Powell. A check down here to Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Albert Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Okay. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. 3rd and 2, here's Howell. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Up the middle, Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Gould is good, and that will knock us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw an even.
Yeah, that has to be John Brown, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Niners can go for 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But
This is scooped up by the 49ers. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson. He's got a man. Complete.
Good job.
That gain on 3rd down.
What you
Good
think,
for
boy?
28.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction,
Taylor Barnes out there on the deep ball.
And you end up getting the
He
first
on the
down.
deep ball, cool.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. There's the stiff arm.
Good
And
job.
right
Good
there,
job,
as
one.
He'll take this down to the 33. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them.
Carrier, carrier.
And he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him.
No.
Show him that you're supposed to
Come on
do it.
come on this side over here. We want you over there. All right, if you ain't gonna go over there, I got you.
On 1st down, right back
Oh.
to ETN. This
Follow
is
me,
stopped
bro.
about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week
One
makes.
people,
Last
boy,
week,
boy, about 9
he ran
people
pretty
on
much
blitz.
wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Thank you.
On 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone.
I
An
thought he was in
excellent
trouble too.
drive, one that may have some points on the board when this drive is over.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they will take the lead at
Appreciate you,
13-10.
Gary.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still
Hey, bro.
not happy about it.
Don't let him push you like that, bro.
When they gave up the field goal, and they were able to try back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Running right, Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
Let's go.
No chance.
No chance.
And drop behind the line there. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay.
Hey, what's up, bro? You what? Oh, I mean, your defense been holding up pretty good. You ain't got to, but.
They'll go with Jones. And I don't think he got there. He did not. He stopped him a yard shy. He needed to.
Zay, bro, they too quick, bro. Come on, bro.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yeah, let's get it done.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And a 5-yard gain as he's
Well, you know what? You know what I realized, Red? I hate running the ball, bro. Oh, I hate it.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team.
All I gotta do now is just take care of the ball.
Really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it. Because once everyone's
I can't get in that end zone on you, man.
So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
What you mean, that cover 4? I hope you are. Oh.
He's immediately taken down.
Look, I ain't had no run since that first one. You hear me?
No gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The first one did me right, though. I was happy about that first one. I was like, look at this boy. Let the floodgate open. You understand me? Oh, yeah, we got him right where we wanted to. Watch this. You ever heard of somebody threading the needle?
This time Jackson will throw it. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage
did a
Damn,
fine
man.
job there.
What a throw.
Arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
I can't believe he didn't break that tackle. One more man to beat.
Position was terrific following a surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Rec always play that defense, though.
I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Howell. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, Howell now. This is Handler on the crossing route. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drop for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. Down at the 31. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go play action. Howell. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit it with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain there as he kept it himself in 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They go play action now. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 30.
finish things off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again to Jones, and he stopped immediately there. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot, because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they take a knee. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So this one, a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by the offense. That's ultimately what doomed it.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk to. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Las Vegas, they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year.